Okay, this is the second time recording this. I hadn't realized how badly I'd screwed up the sound on the previous one, and then I uploaded it, and to the 3 people who watched it, I apologize. Hopefully this one's better, although you'll probably never look at my channel again. But that's all right. What I'm trying to do, I've got 2 guitars with different soundboards. It's a very similar guitar. These are ones that I built, and I'll tell you all about them. Probably more than you want to know, but I'll tell you anyway. But this one is box elder, which is not a normal wood that people use for tops, but it's what I had, and it actually, I think it works pretty good. And the second one is Sitka spruce, and otherwise they're quite similar. This one has a different back, but they're quite similar. These are, I don't know what size is, they're 14s. I don't know if that's 00 size. I don't know. Anyway, they're 14 inches across the lower bout, and they're 24 3/4 inch scale length. There's some other differences, like this one is a 13 fret, and this one is a 14 fret, which just means where the neck reaches the body. And the difference is, I wanted to try the 13th fret just to see that shifts the bridge down a little bit more towards the center of the lower bout, and so I wanted to see if that made any difference. And it might make a difference. I'm not really sure. It's hard to tell because there's enough other changes that happened that who knows. But the loss of real estate up here is more than enough to make me not want to do that. So I will not be making that decision again. However, this one, I don't know if you can see it, this one has a 0 fret. And that is something I'm definitely going to do. 0 frets are awesome. Just so easy to set up your guitar, and you get the action perfect. I mean, as long as you get the saddle height right, your action's going to be perfect. So I love that, and I'm doing that forever. Okay, so sounds. What do these guys sound like? Let me go ahead and in my very unprofessional way, try to play a little bit so that you can get an idea of what they sound like. And at the end, I'll try to A-B them a little bit closer together. But I wanted to give you a feel of the range of each guitar. So. So, not too bad. Let me do the same thing with this guy, the Sitka spruce. By the way, this is guitar number 3 that I built. That one was guitar number 2. So. There you go. Just for grins and giggles and stuff, let me go ahead and pull out my Dreadnought, which happens to be a pretty sweet guitar. This is about a 25-year-old Santa Cruz guitar, DPW, which stands for Dreadnought Pre-War. And I can't remember if this is Adirondack or Sitka or just exactly what the top of the thing is. I should know, but I don't know. So there you go. Let me do something. Let me go ahead and do the something that's a little bit more bassy. So. There, that gives you focus on the bass a little bit. Yeah, maybe that helps a little bit. You know, maybe I should go ahead and do a little capo action and stuff so you can kind of see what things are like up the neck a little bit. Actually, it's a little high. I find that sometimes capoing a guitar seems to, it just brings the angels out in a guitar. I don't know what it is. I used to have a Loudon with a redwood top of all things, and I never could figure out whether I really liked the guitar or not, you know, when I was playing it wide open, but you'd capo that thing up and it was amazing, just like angels singing. It really was. One thing I'll say is the sustain on this guitar. I don't know that it's that much longer than the others, but it kind of feels like it. Maybe it stays louder longer. You know, may not actual. You know, it may tail off more towards the end than the rest of them. You know, I don't know. That's just an impression. So I don't have no data for that. And for grins and giggles, we can do this one. By the way, these G7 capos are the best. That's pretty sweet. Okay. What else should I talk about? Oh, let me tell you some of the differences between the two guitars. I know, sorry for the extra long video, but if you've watched it this long, maybe you're actually interested. Who knows? Okay. So some of the differences that I made, I mentioned the 13th fret, which is, just shifts this down a little bit. I also put in this neck, I put two, not only does it have a truss rod, but it has two carbon fiber rods up this, for stiffness. And then I also I made this bridge lighter. This is Paduke, and it is about 31 grams. I didn't weigh my previous ones, but I believe they're heavier than that. In fact, I'm sure they're heavier than that. And so theoretically, a lighter bridge, I believe, should make the top a little bit more active, and maybe allow it to be more expressive, or maybe allow it to be better for finger picking, or just have more dynamics on the low end. I'm not sure, but it seems like it should take less energy to get your top moving, which should make it good if you're doing lighter things. Now that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. I wonder if I have friends who like, they're tailors, and they play. They strum so hard, and tailors love that. I mean, they seem to, at least the ones I've seen. So. I wonder if the light bridge would cause more distortion if you did that. That's a good question. I don't know what the answer is. Okay, yeah, so, also the other thing is I laminated the sides on this one. The other one's just Sapele. But this one I used Sapele, and then I had some Osage orange that I put on the inside layer, glued them together, so it seems to be, well, actually, when I was building it, you could tell it was a lot more rigid, the side was, and according to those guys from Driftwood and some other people too, that should make a superior guitar, or something that sends more energy out the front. So I don't really know. I should see. Let me try to do, while I've got you here, why don't I go ahead and try to do a volume kind of thing and see if this is a louder guitar than my other two. I mean, theoretically the Dreadnought should blow them both away, but who knows? So let's just see how loud that is. seemed maybe slightly softer. I don't know. Have to look at the sound waves when I get them here. What do you think? Interesting. Anyway, okay, so the only final test that I wanted to go through, I've been using my pick for the whole time, which are the best picks in the world. These are Pick Boy carbon nylon, carbon something. I can't read it because I've got a sticky thing over it. But they are the best. Okay. Let's try a little bit of finger picking to see if it... So, not too bad. Let's see here. Probably should work on dynamics a little bit more, but a little thicker there, eh? For some reason, I'm having a little harder time picking this one. Well, it's this hand, not this hand, but... And just for completeness, okay. So what do you guys think? That's my big question. Which ones do you like? If you have time, I really appreciate you just commenting, because this is, it's hard to fully gauge a guitar when you're playing it yourself. I would really love to have somebody who actually knew how to play guitar play it for me, so that I could sit, in the room and enjoy it, as somebody listening instead of trying to play. But I don't have that, so I got you guys. Yeah, it's your job. should you choose to take it, Mr. Phelps. The which guitar do you what guitar seems to do better for any of the stages? Like, do you find the finger picking, more pleasing on one or better on the other? I mean, if you can give me any kind of ideas of what you're thinking or what your reactions are, I'd really appreciate that. Also, just any observations about, the differences in the tone wood would be good. It's basically between the two guitars that I built. The other one, I use that for comparison, and that's a bloody good guitar. So it's something to compete with, isn't it? Anyway, especially between these two for the tone woods, it was my point. Sorry, I said that bad. So anyway, any help you can give me and overall impressions or anything, you like the design of my guitars? Do you think they're cool? I don't know. I'm doing this mostly for me. I want to make this clear. This is not I don't intend to sell these guitars. I'm making the guitars because I think it's awesome, and I like the engineering problems that I have to solve, and I'm getting older, and I'm trying to keep my brain young. So that's why I do it. I'm not trying to make a business out of it. I'm sure as hell don't make any money off of YouTube. So this is for my education, and hopefully for your education. Maybe you can glean something out of this if you're shopping for a guitar or if you're going to build your own guitar. So anyway, this is for me, and I'll probably, after a while, I expect I'll give some of these guitars away, to local charities or something. Maybe they can do a fundraiser or something for it, because I'm going to have way too many guitars that I can't play all of, and I won't even want to play all of them. So you might as well do some good with them. But yeah, I'm not. My main point is I'm trying to sell this, or drum up business. This isn't me trying to market to you. So this is just for educational purposes, and I really appreciate any help you can give. Anyway, that was very long-winded. If you stuck with me, you're awesome. So I'll talk to you later. Thanks.